Hello friends, welcome back once again to my channel Lyceum of Politics. Hope you all are doing well. Today I wish to discuss a very interesting concept of Greek philosophy with you. Today let's discuss about Socrates and his famous idea of virtue is knowledge. Now Socrates was the greatest Greek philosopher from Athens who is considered as the real founder of Western philosophy. He was a teacher of Plato, as I have told you in my last video, and this concept that virtue is knowledge highly inspired Plato, and as I have told you in my last video that this concept laid the foundation of Plato's theories. In case you want to know more about Plato, please visit my video on Plato on this channel. So now let's start with Socrates and the concept of virtue is knowledge. Now, as I have told you that the Socrates doctrine that virtue is knowledge forms the basis of Plato's philosophy. So now let's have a closer look on this idea of Socrates and what he means by virtue is knowledge. Now, according to Socrates, there are basically two varieties of knowledge. The first one is a knowledge which is based on opinion and belief, and the other one is the real knowledge, which is not based on mere opinion and belief. Now, Socrates believed that knowledge based on belief and opinion are based on some insecure foundation, and hence they are changeable. So, there naturally this kind of knowledge is not permanent and does not represent any scientific truth. On the other hand, real knowledge is something which is based on some solid foundation and represents scientific truth. Therefore, it is permanent and do not change with the change of environment. So, you can say that real knowledge is the permanent possession of our human mind. Now, as Socrates feels that corresponding to these two types of knowledge exist two forms of virtue. Virtue based on real knowledge is permanent and therefore is not insecure, and it resists all temptations of change. But virtue based on opinion or belief is purely changeable and therefore it is devoid of the philosophic goodness and it is not permanent in nature. Actually, according to Socrates, knowledge is not mere accumulation of some facts and storing them up in the minds, but knowledge has a much bigger implication. It affects to both the character and conduct of man. It affects to both the mind and also to the soul of the individual. So accordingly, you can say that he meant that knowledge was the practical realization of truth, goodness and virtue, and it is integrally related to the conduct of man and his character. It mold his emotion and will and make him more and more virtuous. So knowledge promotes virtue. It is only knowledge that promotes virtue and goodness, and therefore Socrates concludes that knowledge is nothing but virtue. So thank you for watching, friends. If you like this short video, please press the like button and do not forget to subscribe us. Let's walk together and explore more exciting concepts of political science. Bye bye. Keep well.